What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. And in today's video, well, it's college football preview, prediction time of year. It's just that time of year that we get to preview predictions, and I usually start these around Memorial Day weekend, and that's where these public reviews come out. Has been Memorial Day weekend. So keep that in mind. Um, I'm making my way to ACC. I'm almost done ACC. I think I got about what? One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven more teams left ACC. And make it to tie ACC actually. So, whew, that'd be amazing. I get as many videos as I can and teams as I can. So let's get started. Let's get started. Today we're looking at Pitt. Good season last year for Pitt. Whatever, 8 wins, 8-4 last year. We're looking at season. Not the greatest team in recruiting in Central 74th, the Central 44th, the competition rank and overall ranking. I do use 24 posts for recruiting and Central. Just the easiest. A lot of people use this one. Pat Narduzzi, the head coach over Pitt. Decent recruiting class, and I don't follow recruiting really well, but I know it's a decent recruiting class. Pretty nicely clear up nicely in the portal. There's any big names in the portal. Sometimes I can tell based on key names. No, but nicely up the portal. This is a really good team, good program. We'll see how they go. The over under right now is 6.5. We'll talk about that in a second. And based on the schedule here that we see right now for Pitt. I like to go game by game, give you a winner, a loser, break that game. They do get a lot coming back, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, about maybe 5 to 10% of the production is coming back. I believe so. I don't know exactly who's coming back, who was team last year, who's coming back this year. I do know the majority team, they do get a lot of players back. They have lost play, of course, a draft every year and into the transfer portal. We'll see how Pitt does. Pitt has been consistent team in the ACC. Can they win the ACC? This episode they could go 8-4, 7-5, and then can never win the ACC. We'll see because that can help them win the case and maybe make a playoffs. But Pitt is a good team. There's a team that can win the ACC. Can they make the playoffs? Probably once there's your Indiana or your TCU. They make the playoffs every year. Now because it's terrible, but because this is don't, and now age of 12 team playoff, maybe 14, God knows, maybe 16, depending how long. But we'll get to that in a second. But Pitt is a really good team. They have played a really good job last year. Offensively, they did a really good job last year. I watched a couple of Pitt games last year. One of them being the backup ball against Virginia Tech. We'll talk about that. So I guess was it West Virginia? Pretty good. That's a big rival game. The backup ball between West Virginia and Pitt. But it's really interesting to see here. All right, look at the schedule, and things I look for is trap games, key road games, and tough home games. You start the season at home against Miami. You start the first 4 games at home. Miami, Ohio, UCF, Syracuse. All of which is your first conference game. Then you got Bucknell Bison coming up for the 4th game. Then you go on the road at Virginia Tech. Come home against North Carolina. Go on the road Boston College. On the road, Miami. So back-to-back road games. Georgia Tech at home off bye week. Florida State at Louisville and at Cal. This is where I see any trap games. I see one right now. I see let's talk about really tough games. Let's talk about tough games This game right over here. This game. These two games over here. And this game over here. And this game over here. That's about it. And then any trap games. Possibly this. Just because RTY is second. Maybe this stretch over here. But I feel like, and hear me out, right after your bye week, this stretch of 3 games is going to be tough. And it starts off, this stretch right here, it starts off to the 2 games prior to that. And matter of fact, it starts off here. This stretch of games from October 2nd to the end, this is right here. This is where I will say is the toughest stretch. Also the toughest schedule. And again, I'm looking at every schedule to let you know who has tough schedule, who's an easy schedule. But this is a pretty tough schedule. Yeah, I got a bunch of games in between that's easy. I'll tell you why in a second. That's think it's tough. But it just is. Then you got Illinois, Virginia Tech, home against. I laid out the games right for you. You do that first at home and then at Cal. I will tell you right now, you can start the season 4-0. If you can start the season 4-0, handling the game against Virginia Tech, the reason why I had this game is it's Friday night and is on the road in Virginia Tech. Now that is a tough place to play. It's a Friday game. We have seen really shit happen. Could you go beat Virginia Tech on the road? Yes, but this time I'm giving you a loss. Your first loss is going to be on the road, Virginia Tech, just because it's on the road. It's Friday night, and you'll see what they. Then you go come home against North Carolina. Why is this trap game? Look at the sandwich between Virginia Tech, North Carolina, and right between at Virginia Tech and Boston. Now Boston is not really a great team, but it's back-to-back road game with the home game in between. Let's say you lose to Virginia Tech, head this game and gotta go out road to play Boston College. You could beat. Let's say you beat. I think you beat Boston College. You're better than Boston College, but could be an emotional game. I think you win this game. It's gonna be emotional for the Pittsburgh. Then you go on the road, Miami, and this is all hell breaks loose. You're gonna lose this game. You're gonna lose this game here. They go at bye week. So remember, the over/under is 7.5. You get Florida State. It's right between Georgia Tech and Louisville. You do get a bye week though, but let's say you lose to Georgia Tech and come off bye week. I think you can turn things around and beat Florida State. But this is gonna be just the way it plays. Also, it's a Friday game, home game. Weekday night's game can get a little tricky. Okay. They go on the road, Louisville, back-to-back road games. First of all, Louisville's a really good team. That'll be a tough place. But then you go on the road facing a Cal. It's a less Cal terrible team, but you go on the road going to West Coast. Now, luckily, you play the West Coast team end of the season, not the beginning of the year. Yes, you play Cal to finish out the season, which is actually the best option for Pittsburgh because you got to go all the way West Coast, time difference, flight, and everything. It's going to be a tough. Just go all the West Coast in general just to play. But end of season, end of year, right last game of the season, right before conference championship that's following Saturday. So really good job scheduling by whoever scheduled this. Did a good job. In that case, 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, 8-4. Last year you went. Anyway, so 8-4 seems 8-4 right now for the Panthers of Pittsburgh. They have 8 and 4 right there, right here. That's my record prediction for Pittsburgh Panthers. It should be a season last year. I'm excited for what we'll see for Pat and his company, what they can do next year. Like and subscribe, hit the Facebook button up. That's what I want to say. See you next video. Peace.